mountains. You can move all of those big waves in your ocean. Lighthouse to bring you home. I'm the maker of the atlas. I'll forget all the rules. You can follow my footsteps. I know the way to go. When the sun goes down and the path you found goes hollow. The dreams you dream lost steam. It's hard to breathe. Hold your head, don't fret, hope for tomorrow. The reason is get lost amongst the leaves. He said, follow me, come on, follow me. You know I just want to be your everything. He said, follow me, come on, follow me. When you're lost, reach out your hand, I'll take you. He said, follow me. Morning, everybody. So, I don't know if you could hear the music. I was trying to play it right next to my speaker. And Gabe is now going off, of course. So, actually, I don't know. Let me see if thanks, God, I'll grab him. Did you guys hear the music? Okay, good. I saw some thumbs. I thought it was a good way to start what kind of came in yesterday. Yesterday was, it seems that the day before my conscious coffee, that's when God's like sending these messages through, and then I had the realization in that, in the morning that, what the conversation was going to be. Okay, we're gonna have to take a quick time out. I have a baby that's crying. I'll be right back. Everybody hold, pop some questions off about what you think, or some comments about what you think neutral zone is, okay? Give me 2 minutes. Okay, it's not 2 seconds, not 2 minutes. Okay. Angel to the 4-year-old came. Okay. So, living in the neutral zone. Living in the neutral zone. The neutral zone could be good. It could be good. It might sound good. But is it good? Yesterday, I was doing an appointment with somebody, and I asked them a simple question. And then I thought later, driving home last night, because I was driving home, I was like, maybe I should ask that question on Conscious Coffee and see what responses come up. So I'm going to pop the question off in just a second. So I was working with this person, and I just kept asking this question over and over and over again. And there was just this, they were in the neutral zone. In that moment, they were in the neutral zone. And then I went down, and there was a community get together, and I was sharing some stuff down there, and there was some neutral comments that were being made by some people there. And then I went and I had done 2 coaching calls, and there was a whole bunch of neutralness in the coaching calls, except the very first coaching call that I did yesterday. There was excitement, passion, enthusiasm. She was really, really turned on. And you could tell how turned on she was because of the forward movement that she was talking about in her relationship, in her career. She was just like, oh, this is going on, that's going on. So she was not very neutral. She was very passionate. She was very much full of desire. She was turned on to what was happening and what was to happen in the near future. So, good morning, everybody. So then, as I moved through the day, I I signed up for this big coaching program yesterday for myself, and I was watching some pre-recorded videos for the actual VIP coaching that I'm going to be doing and everything. And the person that I signed up for, she's very, very passionate. I love her to death because she's so raw. She's so passionate. She's a total ass kicker. But then her whole point was also that the people who have the greatest success in life, no matter what you're wanting to have success in, let me readjust my chair. That have the greatest success in life are true to their hearts, true to their cores. They follow their intuition, they follow their gut, they follow their heart. We hear this in a lot of different things, a lot of different trainings that I know many of us have done, and reading and listening out there. But I can tell you that from a personal place, the more you get into alignment to your core, to your heart. How do people Facebook call you? That doesn't make any sense to me. How do they do that? At least you're not doing it here. So, what was I saying? Okay, yeah. If you stick to your core, this person is going away. That's being rude. If you stick to your core, to your heart, then everything just kind of gets into alignment for you. And there's a lot of, I think it is Michael Beckwith. I know last month I was like, Michael Beckwith, this is that. I didn't know who the person was. Good morning, Crystal. Hey. So if you stick to that, then what you're basically doing, like what Michael Beckwith, I believe, talks about, his quote is that you can command your blessings to come down. And how you command your blessings to come down is by being in alignment to your heart center, to your spirit, to your core, and then really, really focusing in on your thoughts and your feelings. Here's a trick. We talked a lot about thoughts and feelings all last month. It was thoughts and feelings, thoughts and feelings, thoughts and feelings. To the point that I feel like I've beaten my thoughts and feelings and yours, like boom, boom, boom. The reason is that the mother of learning is repetition, and it really is that easy. You have to really, really tap into it. And it's not just, oh yeah, I feel good. I mean, do you believe me if I say that? Yeah, today's going to be a great day. It's going to be a great day. I've got a lot planned. I'm really excited about it. Does that seem like I'm excited? It probably did not seem like I was too excited. Wasn't it better when you first got on and I'm like playing music and I'm just moving along with it? I'm like, yeah. All right, that right there is more excitement. If I said, hey, no, I have this fantastic day planned. I've got this going on. I've got that going on. It's just, there's excitement in there. And here's the thing. No matter what faith you subscribe to, all faiths tell you one thing. Mankind, humankind, human beings, we were designed for desire. We were created to desire. Now, through the course of time, desire has been made this evil thing, and it has steered us away from even. I actually caught a Christian talk yesterday too that came through here on Facebook, and the pastor was talking about how so many people in today's world just do not crave Christ, do not desire the Lord, was the words that he used. And he's like, more people need to do this. This is your freedom. This is your sustenance, is some of the words that he was using. And I was just saying, well, in a lot of ways, it's not Christianity's fault, but it is the teachings of the people who have been leaders and society ego that has basically shut down the one thing that we all do have, but it has made it an evil, and that is desire. And, so that. And guess what I found? I found a quote from Jesus. And I found this quote from Jesus of Nazareth. Yes, I'm going to quote him this morning. And his quote in the Bible is when he asked this repeatedly. This is not just a one-time quote. He asked this repeatedly throughout the Bible. Are you ready? Ready? Hold on. Let me get some. Are you guys awake out there? That was not the question. Give me some love if you're awake. You can still hear me. I think I'm going to dig up a little headset and stuff and see if that helps a little bit better. I don't know how I'm going to help the internet. I heard that sometimes things go in and out. So thank you, Michael. So Jesus asked throughout the Bible, right? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Wow, ingenious question there. What do you want? Over and over and over again, he asks the people that he performs miracles with, that he has talks to, that he shares these amazing awakenings with. When he's hitting them with a spiritual baseball bat, as I say, he starts a conversation with, what do you want? What do you want? Really interesting because, coming full circle, the question that I found myself asking yesterday to a few people was that very question. What do you want? Now, can you imagine Jesus out there working with the blind man, walking up to the blind man and the blind man standing there before him and Jesus saying, what do you want? And the blind man going, well, I don't know. I don't think there's anything I really want. Life's pretty good. People take care of me. They toss me their extra money. They give me a loaf of bread here and there. I sit here all day and people just kind of run their charity case. But I'm good with that. It's all perfectly good. Hey, morning, Susan. I'm perfectly good with that. It's totally fine. It's not exactly what I had hoped for as a child, but being blind's not all that bad of a gig. I'm just, I'm getting through. Pretty happy with my situation. I mean, what would Jesus have done with that? Would he have healed the blind man? Morning. Would he have healed the blind man if the blind man was so damn neutral in his desire? Probably not. He probably would have just pat him on the back and like, okay, man, well, have a nice life. Have a nice life. No. He asked the blind man, what do you want? And the blind man said, I want to see. I want to see. So, the question of the morning, people, is what do you want? What do you want? And how passionate can you be? Are you going to allow the societal bullshit that has interfered with our desire, overtaken it, turned it into something evil? Because it's always been there. It's more than 2,000 years old. It was there. I mean, Jesus had to fight through it too. Buddha had to fight through it. Mother Teresa, as she was doing her healing work and working with people, she had to fight through the neutral zone. She had to go in and she had to, really overcome everybody with their neutral bullshit. And it seems that the things that we get the most passionate about, and here's what's truly sad, a true curse that has happened, and I believe a sin that we are all guilty of, is that we sin because the things that we get passionate about are the negative things. And we have been told that being passionate and craving good things, to crave more money, to crave wellness, to crave, a fucking amazing relationship, to crave building our desired life, to crave living the way that we feel we should be living and that we can be living. Those are all shameful things. Those are all evils. We should not want that. Be happy with what life is giving you. Complain when your boss gives you an extra task for the week and you don't have time for it, or gives you somebody where you're working 2 jobs because they downsized. Complain about that. But at the same time, don't really truly state with passion what you want. Notice when I was talking about the blind man, Jesus said, "What do you want?" to the blind man? And the blind man came back with, "I want to see." There's no hesitation there. There's no, I don't know. It is a very direct desire. Direct desire. Do you think that blind man, when Jesus said, "What do you want?" and he knew that this was Jesus, the great healer, the guy that does miracles, happens to be passing by and asking out of everybody in the crowd, "What do you want?" Do you think that this man inside, like, oh my gosh, Jesus is talking to me? And this man is known to do miracles. And I heard that he healed a blind man in blah, blah, blah. And that he made this other man walk. And he did this for that child over there. And he rose so-and-so from the dead. And da-da-da. I mean, can you imagine his excitement level? That what he was, as soon as Jesus started speaking to him, that his shit, his inability to see was going to get fixed like that. Where was his expectation at? Where was his desire at? Where was his true belief? How strong was his belief in that moment? Because you know what? Next to having a desire and not being neutral about stating the desire and feeling the desire, was also not being neutral in his belief and in his expectation of the desire coming true. He knew in that moment that it was going to happen. There was no doubt. No doubt. That's the ticket. That's the magic ticket, the golden ticket if we were Willy Wonka. We were Willy Wonka, there's your golden ticket. The golden ticket to everything is have a fucking desire. Don't be afraid to state it, and state it in certainty and in clarity. Don't get silly about it. Don't push it down and make it small so that you don't hurt your friends' feelings, so that people on social media don't go, "Oh, aren't they full of themselves? Think much of yourself lately?" Yeah, don't do that. This is your life. This is your only life that you know of, that you're going to get to operate in this physical body. So make the fucking best of it. Go make the best of it and state your desire, and then go command it to come down. And the command is that, number 1, you're stating the desire. Number 2, you're having the expectation of it happening. Number 3, you are walking in certainty and faith, whichever word you prefer there, with great belief. And then you're staying witness to everything that is coming about. And you are taking action when the opportunities come to you to make that desire manifest. That's it. And when shit hits the fan, because it will, like we talked about yesterday, shit's going to hit the fan. It just is. And those moments are the moments of greatness, because they are moving us toward our desire, even though it might feel that it is uncomfortable, even though it may not be manifesting exactly the way we think it should. And here's the thing, we can do exactly what we want, right down to the very last detail. The things that we cannot control is how we get them. And that's where we fuck up. We try to control every step of the process because we think that we know more than God. And we don't. So get right with that right there. Get right with the fact that you don't know more than God. It's okay. None of us do. It's not a big deal. Surrender to the process. Surrender to the things that you have to let go of. Surrender to what you're going to perceive as some pain. And know that on the other side of that pain, as soon as you cross through this threshold, everything that you could possibly want is right there. Actually, I was going to take a sip of coffee. I forgot that I was going to take a sip of coffee. Multitasking, drinking coffee and talking at the same time doesn't work so good at 6 a.m. So yeah, you guys are quiet out there this morning. Anybody want to share what they want for the year? One clear desire? Anybody want to take on the challenge of popping it off and saying, hey, this is what I want? You don't have to. You can hold it in. It's okay. Or you can pop it off and say, yesterday I was told that a lot of people, I heard the comment was, I asked everybody, how was your New Year? I heard a lot about New Year's being similar to mine. Peaceful, quiet, calm. And then I had two people tell me, two coaching appointments tell me that what they wanted for the year was peace and calm. Thank you, Addison. Yes, abundance. Abundance. So, thank you. I have a love-hate relationship with the word abundance because it gets, like Addison knows this. We were talking about the other day, working on new designs and programs and all this different stuff, and like what words do you use? You know, some words get so overused. Abundance seems to be one of those that gets out there. But abundance is such a fantastic word. I want more joy. Yes, yes. See, more joy. Joy is, and joy is phenomenal. It's like abundance is phenomenal. What is to have a life full of abundance and joy? Could there be anything greater than? I mean, that's pretty all encompassing. Love in life, yes. See, love, joy, abundance, fantastic things to want. You know, thank you, ladies, for sharing that, because your desires. But here's the thing. Oh, Michael, hold on. I knew you were coming. What I have noticed about shit hitting the fan, it's like throwing a snowball at a fan. The snowball is broken into hundreds of pieces. Some will land and hit me. Most will not. The fan dilutes the shit. So shit hitting the fan is really a good thing. Yes. Yes. And it is. It is. And that's a great way to look at it. I mean, yeah. Thanks for the visual. Not going to look at my ceiling fan in the living room the same again, but thank you. Me ducking in the living room, I'll be like, shit's hitting the fan. Actually, I might do that just to make my kids laugh. They already think I'm crazy. It's okay. You guys might too. Thank you, Michael. Yeah, but love, joy, abundance. Those three things right there, along with probably peace, is a relationship that is complete to someone that enjoys me and I am. Yes, yes, Susan. Beautiful relationship. Those things are things that every single human being on this planet wants, whether they admit it or not. It's what we are wired to want. Who wants a horrible experience? Who wants pain? Who wants misery? Who wants suffering? We don't want these things. We don't. But we have been programmed to become comfortable with these things. And yesterday I posted my article from January 1st, 2nd of 2017, and the title in it, or the main quote, the head quote was basically, we're not programmed for happiness. And, how is this possible that we're not programmed for happiness? We're wired to want happiness. We're wired to want love, to want joy, to want abundance, to want that connection. That's why we want a relationship, because we want connection. We want the love. We want everything that comes with it. But when it comes right down to it, the programs that we have been taught from an early age, and then even the social ego program of that you cannot have without working hard, without suffering, without paying the price. That it is difficult. Life is difficult. Those are all things it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. It truly, truly is. And I cannot state that enough to you guys, that how much bullshit it is, because you can have the love, the joy, the abundance right now. It's right there. You can have the relationships right around the corner. It's just opening up to and starting to see all these other places. So the trick to having more love, like I was sharing, a couple of days ago, at least, one of the things that I have done every single day in my journal. Into the world of Kendal. Right? There's my little black book, which I call My Life as I Desire, Podcast 2018. It's not, I'm not going to be journaling in the same book for all year, but there we go. So, I don't know if you can read this or not, but you see, I journal every single day. And every single day here in this new book, and granted, I ended another one in December, and I started this one. And the way I journal is I write down every single day. I write my intentions down, my desires down, what I want for the year. But every single day for probably the last maybe 45 days or so, this has been my opening line. I don't know how, but it just is that I have all the love that I desire. And that right there, I can tell you what, it's when I started writing that, I knew that I was calling in love into my life. And I look at love as though I know that I want a loving life. I want all my relationships to be loving. I want the connections that, the friends with my clients, with my children, of course, with my partner. I want, with my mother, with my siblings. I want to be loved by the masses, because how am I going to have that fuck yes life if I'm not? It's funny, I was telling my partner the other day, I said, who would have thought I want to be popular? Like, I want to be the popular high school chick. I never wanted to be the popular high school chick. In high school, I was a total wallflower. I hated, speaking and I loved speaking because I could control it. And I'm a control freak, and I'm a perfectionist, and I've had to learn through years. Thank God 7 kids do this to you. You start to throw control and perfectionism out the door. That's for sure. And I obviously needed a humongous lesson in it. That's why I had 7 children, to just really beat me around and let things go, so I don't make a big deal out of a lot of things anymore. But in high school, did speaking and I did, speeches and everything. And he loved it because I could script it all down and then I could memorize it. And I could stand there and I could just present. And it was fantastic. And then I didn't have to talk to anybody. I didn't have to talk to them. I did not actually have to make contact with except for the judges and my teachers. That was it. I did not have to really deal with anybody else in the audience. And I loved that aspect and the control of it. But when it came down to it to be popular, like I walked through the hallways of the school and I was the girl that was just like walking along, the side of next to the lockers and stuff. And I would just go to my locker and I'd get my stuff out, I'd throw it in my backpack and shut my locker, and then I would whiz my way off to the next class. And I wouldn't talk to really anybody. And I had maybe 2 friends and that was it, and asked me to stand up in front of the class to answer a question or to break down a math question and do one of those English things that we used to have to do where all the, the lines and all that shit, whatever. And my heart would be racing and my palms would be sweating and I would just absolutely hate life and throw up in those moments. And I would develop this cough that anytime I would get called up, all of a sudden I would go like that, and it was just, but it was a real cough. I could not prevent it. It was like all of a sudden this cold came out of nowhere and I would start hacking at the lung, and it was all fear. It was all fear. And then the idea of, like if anybody gave me any amount of attention, I just wanted the spotlight off of me. And something happened when I was around 16. I decided that I was going to kind of break through that, but not people that I knew. So not my fellow classmates. I had to go outside of my community to kind of experience myself a little bit. And I took up some modeling and everything. And went down to San Francisco and enjoyed a little bit of that. But it was a cool experience. But at the same time, I found that I did not want to be in the spotlight. As much as I enjoyed the pictures and the creativity and the clothing, I did not want to be in the spotlight. And I spent all these years just not wanting to be in the spotlight. And then over the last 10 years, I've had to retrain myself to get into the spotlight and to love the spotlight, matter of fact, so to the point that, doing videos and Facebook Lives up to 2017, the end of 2017, it was actually when I was in Curacao in August that I decided, fuck this. This is my roadblock. I don't, I'm scared to be in the spotlight. And I started to making videos, and they were hard and they were a pain and everything. And then, so I just did more. I just stepped out there and I just kept jumping and jumping and jumping and jumping and jumping until I just went, okay, I surrendered to what I actually now look forward to. I look forward to getting up in the morning and darting down the stairs and grabbing my coffee and coming over here and doing conscious coffee with you guys. I look forward to doing my Facebook Lives in my coaching groups. I look forward to doing educational videos and mindful videos to put out to the public and creating courses and having that video content because it is so creative and fun. But here's the thing, I had to actually start to desire the thing that felt really uncomfortable to me. And I feel like I kind of went off topic, but at the same time I did not. The reason I'm telling you this is not to tell you about like, this is what I did and here's my rockages and blah, 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 Kendal. But to tell you that the message there is that some of the things, like love, you say you want love, like I have in here. I say I want love and I want it to come from all these places. The realization is that the roadblock to the love that I want is that I have to really step into allowing myself to I have to allow myself to be seen. I have to allow myself to be loved. Because that's the story for any of us who want love, which I'm pretty sure is everybody on the planet. So if you're claiming that you want love, the first step is that you have to open up to love. You have to open up to allowing love in. And then when that comes in, and you can't be neutral about it. You can't. Love, you definitely can't be neutral about. You have to be on fire for love. You can't go, yeah, I want to have sometime this year I'd like to find somebody and I'd like to have a relationship. I'd just like to, the struggle of going out on dates and just going and doing this. I don't enjoy this. I don't enjoy that. I don't really like people that much, but I don't want to have to be in the dating world anymore, and I don't really want to have to do this or do that. So I just want to just kind of be there, at my beck and call. When I wake up in the morning and I want this person to be in love with me, and just kind of that's that. And I don't really want to have to work at it. I don't really want to have to say, hey, oh my God, I love you. I love you, And this is I don't want to have to make that contact and that commitment and that connection with you. I don't want to have to strive. So I'm thinking that if I just get into a relationship, that my life will just get easier. And, because when you're in a relationship, you don't have to work for sex. You don't have to really, try to make it happen. It just happens. It just happens. It's natural, right? You're in a relationship. It should just happen. You don't really have to work at, they're going to do this for me. They're going to do that for me. The romance is going to happen. The mystery's going to happen. The fun's going to happen. It's just going to be there. Does that sound like a person that is really turned on to love, that really wants love, or is trying to take the easy route in life and say, I don't really want to have to work that. I shouldn't have to work that. I don't really even enjoy this. Or I don't know that I could enjoy it. I haven't experienced it. Therefore, I'm just like, as long as you're, and it's not, the neutral zone isn't so much I can take it or I can leave it, because that's the neutral zone too. I can take it or I can leave it. Some people look at that as like being in the flow and not having attachment. And that's a whole nother topic, because then just like the word expectation, there's good expectation, there's bad expectation. I'm talking about the good expectation. I'm talking about the expectation that is based in desire. I'm talking about the expectation that is saying, I want this, that's passion, I'm talking about the expectation that's bringing back to Jesus. I'm talking about it. I have a quote here if I can. I pulled out of this book this morning. The quote was, Christianity begins with an invitation to look again at the way Jesus relates to people, as he did with the fellow at the sheep gate. He's continually taking them into their hearts, to their deepest desires. And here's out of John chapter 4, verse 14. The water I give will be an artesian spring within, gushing fountains of endless life. Does that sound like that's asking you to desire endless life? I mean, if you have a fountain of artesian, even today we go artesian water. Ooh, it's artesian water. We desire, we want the best in our life. We all crave good shit. We all want good shit. But the word, when you switch that to desire, it almost feels like it is a temptation from something that we're not supposed to have. That is a program. That desire is exactly what you're supposed to have. That desire is what you need to tap into. That desire is what the ego of the control body of society, keeping us down, keeping us being sheeple, keeping us playing small, that is the evil right there. Anything that is trying to keep you small and not tap into your godlight, not tap into your core, not be the great human being that you are, that's the evil that you have to watch out for. We'll call it Satan in this moment, because it's keeping you away from reaching out for your passion, reaching out for your desire, and making everything materialize that you truly, if you desire it, it desires you. If you desire it, it wants you. Okay? And it is there for you. There is every single desire that is placed in your heart is placed in your heart for a reason. It is there waiting for you. I believe that. I have seen it happen repeatedly in my life that when I really truly desire something, I state it in directness, like the blind man saying, I want to see. Every single time I have done that. I may not get it like that because I have to go through certain things to clear out my closet to make way for exactly what I'm asking for. Some of it's uncomfortable, some of it's fun. Some of it I don't even realize is happening. But as those steps happen, as that process happens, I have seen repeatedly that when I state something like that, I manifest it in a day. I've gotten up and I've said, I'm going to make $5,000 today. And then I went to the Texas State Fair and I acted like a big kid and I had all this fun. And at the end of the day, I had $5,300 in my PayPal account. I didn't do shit for it except for go have fun and bask in love and enjoy and just be a big kid and have total certainty that it was coming in. Prior to that, I did throw up a whole bunch of doors. I did my work, but those actions were not work actions. I did not dread them. I did not stress over them. I was excited about them. They came with great ease. The action part of getting your desire or whatever it is should come with great ease. It should be fun. If it is causing you ick, then you're not doing the right action. And that means that you're not doing the right action with the right feeling, with the right thoughts. You're backing it up with negative thoughts and everything. So you're looking at what you don't have instead of not having it, instead of having it. And the trick to getting your desire, and yes, this is repetition again, because you know what? That's exactly what we need. If you want something, focus on having it as though you already have it and do it in a state of joy in your heart and knowingness, certainty, faith, whatever. Great belief. How big is your belief? And it will happen. If it's not happening, come back to how do you feel about it when you think about it. That's truly it. How do you feel about it when you think about it? If you're feeling, you should feel excited when you're thinking about what you want. If you're not feeling excited about it when you're thinking about it, then you're thinking about not having it. And what you're drawing in is you're not having it. So again, coming back, hey, good morning, Sandra, Patrick, morning. Being neutral is not going to get you in that state of having it. You have to make a commitment to your passion. You have to make a commitment to your desire. And just imagine it. Look at your desires. I'm gonna poke on you guys that shared some abundance, joy, love, relationship. If Jesus walked up to you and you were that blind, how would you state it to him? How would you share it to the man with the miracle ability? How would you state it? Morning, Corey. How would you state it to him? And would you just be neutral? In your desire, are you neutral? Because a desire should not be something that's neutral. A desire, you're turned on, you're on purpose. You're like, this is what I want to make. Here's my desire for 2018. 2018 is my year to transform my business into exactly what my heart has wanted and what my spirit has been teaching for the last 20 fucking years. And stop doing what is sexy and I think sells and start doing exactly what my sole purpose is and not being ashamed to do it. And here's the thing. I also want to do it not just for my local community. I want to do it for my global community. And I want to fucking get paid an amazing amount doing it. In one of the other things that I have in here, into the world of Kendal's journal. Hold on, let me find it. I write to you so much in the morning. I don't know how, but it just is. I make multiple six figures with my online courses and programs. Notice I did not tag a number there. I said multiple six figures. That pretty much leaves it open. Online, that means I get to stay in the creation work. I get to stay in this place of creating, helping everybody that I want to help, because here's the thing. I want what I want. I know what I want. It's very clear. I figured out that I had to be popular to do it. So I'm like, okay, so I want popularity. I want popularity. Great. I'm still getting through that one. Like, do I really? Do I really? That's my holdback. The only thing that will prevent me from achieving that right there is my internal program that ninth grade girl walking through the hallways of the high school up along the lockers going, don't look at me, don't look at me, don't look at me, wanting to control exactly what is seen, because she could do that in her speech class. She could do that from this side of the camera and get into the right pose. But to do it openly, authentically, yes, granted, the last 10 years of my life, I have learned how to do that in a public scenario. I don't give a flying fuck anymore about what I look like, how I appear to people, my language, my editing needs, or anything. I mean, so I misspell something, so I make up my own words every now and then, whatever. I've come to the realization that people love me for it. And just like I love, the things that I love about my friends and my family are their little unique traits. They're things that make them them. And that's what really truly matters, is you being you. So my encouragement for today is ask yourself the question that Jesus consistently asks throughout the Bible. What do you want? And see how direct, how clear you can be with that. And try to nail down everything that you want. No breaks. Write it down, and write it down in certainty. I want, like the blind man, I want to see. So, what is the thing that you want? That's your homework for today. What are the things that you want? Write them down in certainty. Feel free, if you want, pop them on here, share them. You know that I love that when you guys share stuff. If you're not comfortable sharing on here, you can always message me private. I do read everything. I try to get back to people in a timely fashion. I do not get back to simple little highs. No, I'm sorry, I don't have the time or the energy for that. But if you're actually responding and talking to me about stuff, I definitely do get back to you. Way past for a change. Look at it. Awesome, Patrick. Awesome. I am so proud of you guys, for everybody who has, kind of popped in every single morning over the last, what has it been? I was thinking about this last night driving home. I was like, we went all of December, so that was 31 days, and then we're on the 4th day, 35 days. And I was like, wow, I'm going to take my first day off from Conscious Coffee on Saturday. I'm not going to know what to do. I'm probably going to wake up at 5:45 and go, I need to go do Conscious Coffee. I'm going to be drinking my coffee and feeling alone. So anyway, thank you so much. Go ask that question. What do I want? What do I want? Switch it to what do I desire? See what comes up with that. Write those things down. And I will catch you tomorrow at 6 a.m. ish. It's normally like 6:10 ish, because it seems like everybody's really rolling by 6:10. I'll catch you tomorrow at Conscious Coffee there. Again, if you find it in your hearts, please share this. Help me get the word out on Conscious Coffee. Help me grow Conscious Coffee and other things that I have coming, because I have some really, really fantastic stuff coming out. Some fantastic courses I'm very, very excited about. Online programs, a whole bunch of free stuff, low-cost stuff, and VIP membership that is coming as well. Plus, if you're local, I've got some incredible workshops. I'm working with some great teachers. So check all that out at www.kendalwilliams.com, or make sure that you like the coaching feature, because it'll all come out here too. I love you guys. and I will catch you tomorrow at 6 a.m. Blessings.